Hey guys, David here and welcome to the Fit Pro Daily. Surprisingly, this week's been a really interesting week because of the comments and feedback we've been getting about the videos and the blog posts and the emails that we've been doing. Usually most of the stuff we talk about is lead generation and all that type of stuff, but because we're talking about client retention, something I think not a lot of people actually do discuss in great detail, we're getting a lot more of you actually reaching out and saying these are really helpful or asking more questions on these topics. So if you do want to know more, just make sure you comment below or reach out to us on Facebook or Twitter or on Instagram or wherever you are and just ask us more, because we've got more blog posts and more different guides that we could potentially send you to help you get you started. So like I said, this week has been all about client retention, and we started off with the interview on Monday with Jonathan Goodman. Then we give you 8 tips that we've used to implement client retention on Tuesday. Yesterday was all about our onboarding process, and today is a really key one, another business foundation we're going to dive into. But before we do dive into it, if you're new or if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do click that big red button below to subscribe. Okay, so like we've said throughout this week, client retention is key. The better your client retention is, the less money you have to spend on ads, because you don't have to keep finding new clients because you're keeping your old ones. Now, the biggest issue is we sometimes take on the wrong clients. If we take on the wrong clients, they're going to come in, do what they need to do, then leave and potentially leave on bad terms. And we've all had these clients. We're desperate for money, or we just need that sale to come in, and we take somebody on that we really don't want to work with. And this is going to kill your business again. That's why I wanted to make it today's one, the foundational one, is to really be cautious or be careful with the clients that you do take on. For us at the gym, quick phone call, ask them how they are, then invite them down to the gym to have that consultation with them. Because we know everybody that comes to join us is here for the long term. We don't want anybody here for a quick fix, just for 6 weeks and leave straight away. We want people to be with us for a minimum of 6 months. So here's the thing, when you're inviting somebody in or you're speaking to them on the phone, find out what their long-term goals are. If they're only here just to get that quick fix, then the cost per sale might not even be worth it in the end. If you're paying the same price to get one client in as it's costing you to make that sale, and they only stay for 6 months, and it's not worth it. Whereas if you're paying the same amount to get them in on the initial 6 weeks, but then they're going to stay for another 6 months, you're making that money back long term. So first of all, make sure you take on the right clients, okay? And then the second thing, we've taken clients on, things are going well initially, and then things start to go downhill. Maybe they're having a negative effect on the community, maybe they're really stressing you out, maybe they're taking up more hours of your life than what they're actually paying for is worth it. Then that's the time to really consider chopping out the dead wood, okay? I know it's harsh, I know we don't want to do this, but sometimes it's better getting rid of clients that are causing you all the stress, all the issues, bringing the rest of your community, your family down, just to make sure everybody else wants to stay long term. Because if this one person is affecting everybody else and everybody else is leaving but they're staying, that's massively affecting your client retention. So this week's foundational tip is definitely consider who we're taking on, and if this person that you have taken on is bad for your community, bad for your business setup, then definitely get rid of them, because this will only in turn reflect on the rest of your client retention. So that was the foundational tip for today. I know we've gone into loads of different details throughout the week, so definitely go back and check out some of those videos. You can see some of those videos on the left hand side here. If you're new to the channel, as usual, don't forget you can always subscribe by clicking that big red button below, or if you want to know more about our retention tips or anything else, make sure you do reach out to us. Anyway, I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Cheers.